lots of other areas in the world where human rights are a massive challenge right now. Treatment of Afghans, in particular Afghan women, has been absolutely abominable since the Americans have left. Talk a little bit about what the Afghans are facing on the ground, and again, do you see any capacity for progress?
Over a year ago, when the Taliban took over essentially the governance of the country, or de facto governance of the country, there was some hope at the beginning that on a number of issues we would find some progress, and it would not be the Taliban that we know from the 90s. And as we saw over the last couple of months, especially in December, one issue after another had become hugely controversial and appalling.
Can we say this is the same Taliban?
There is no country in the world that treats women in the way that Afghanistan does, and the Taliban do. I mean, no access to tertiary education, no access to secondary education. The fact that they are not allowing women to work anymore, even for fundamental humanitarian issues and for the NGOs, is a huge issue. I mean, it gives a picture of what we saw in the 90s.
Do I understand correctly that women can't work as doctors, but they also can't be seen by male doctors? Is that true?
So, for instance, when it comes to female doctors, because they need to treat other women, because it can't be a man who can treat a woman, they are allowed to work, as we understand it. But we need to see how this is being implemented, and I think at the moment it's a very confused picture.
So it is at the farthest extreme of human repression that one can possibly imagine.
I think when it comes to, I look at all member states of the United Nations and the treatment of women, Afghanistan is on the top of the list.
So what can possibly be done? What can the international community do? What can the United States do? The Chinese? I mean, this is not a powerful country.
There needs to be a unified stance that this is not part of the international order, the way you treat women. Well, and then other human rights issues. I mean, let's face it, there are media issues, civic space issues, and so forth. But in particular, the treatment of women is abominable.